deal. But on the library, I originally went back in the paper, I had the $1.2 million, which I changed that to 975. It was in the News Herald. And changed a few other numbers there that are gleaned from that. And you'll see those on the 20-year note and the 30-year note. Well, anyhow, the bottom line of this whole deal is, if you apply for 60 customers per day for that library, and I don't know how many of you really believe that there are 60 customers.
No.
I originally had 100 with the benefit of the doubt. But if you put this 60 customers a day in our library, going in there faithfully for 20 years, it would cost $12.87 with a new library for every man that walked in there, or woman, or child. And to me, that's not practical for a step. So what I'm looking for is a sell point. I'm here to buy, but I want to know what you're selling. Because to me, with these 60 customers there, how many of you have a library card, as Penny asked all day? Anybody? How many people got them? Okay. How many of you went out after the last county commissioners meeting and went and got a card? Anybody? Did y'all get one? I didn't. So, you know, that bothers me. But anyhow, so out of these 60 people that we're talking about here, how many of them are repeat people? That is the 60 coming out of that number? Is he coming week by week being faithful? Or is it new people so that the total really comes into play? So then you start looking at several different things. What is the book turn of the library? What is the ratio of people that are of the percentage of the population that are using this library? Anybody know that? I don't. I really don't. But I know what $12.87 is. You know, that to me. Well, the University of North Carolina just sent me something in the last month, wanted me to donate to the library. But you know what kind of library it was? To the digital library.
Yep.
That's what they want. Because all the kids are getting everything off the internet and downloading.
Yep.
So let's take this cost here that it would cost $1.4 million. How many computers do you think you could buy for $1.4 million today and give them into households? And then it let him support his internet fee and get that. So, you know, it just doesn't make good sense. So again, what is the motivation? Is it to attract business to the county? I don't think so. I was one of those guys in those kind of positions. The thing that Gates County has to sell is the workforce. How many people in Gates County leave and go out of the county to work? How many of y'all people know that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Gates County has a 17% poverty rate, right, Colleen? Well, I can tell you this, there are a lot of skilled people though that work in Gates County. So people the business is going to come to this county because of the workforce. They're not going to bring workers to it. Very few, only talk about the secondary workers or the online manufacturing people. They're going to come from inside the county. Now, how many people, unless they have a lot of time invested in another place, many years, that's driving 30 and 40 miles, how many of them would not like to work within 10 miles? You know, something to think about. So I'm asking you this. This is something that the citizens of Gates County need to approve. In 30 to 40 minutes, I can hit every household there is in Gates County and get a survey with a yes and no, whether they support this or not. Mm-hmm. Very simple.
Mm-hmm.
I've already done this one time. And I haven't done this. And I know some of my neighbors in your district have told me what's going on, and they've told me about this kind of thing, even to the point of putting a petition against this. How many signatures do you want on the petition? Well, in the last election, there was 1,991 people that went to the polls. In the presidential election, it was about, I think it was 2465. So how many signatures do you want? Now, when you're thinking about that, somebody told me that this building here the other day had 7 buckets in it that was leaking. Is that right?
Yep.
Is that correct? Can we fix that? Can we go find out all the buildings or
Look
do
at that
something?
wall.
Rather than putting up a new fancy library. I want a library, I enjoy that. As I said, my little granddaughter does. But it's just not practical in today's sense. It just doesn't make good sense. So let's take and do that. And, we got an election coming up in November, put it on the ballot, and if the citizens approve this thing, I'll be 100% behind it, and I'll be leading the charge as a team player. That's the way you win, but you win together, not individually. Thank you.
Thank you.